The battle America tried to erase.
What if I told you one of the fiercest battles on U.S. soil wasn't even supposed to be remembered? In 1837, deep in the swamps of Florida, Christmas morning wasn't filled with peace. It was filled with war. The U.S. Army, led by Colonel Zachary Taylor, yes, the man who would later become president, marched into a wall of sawgrass and water to crush a group they barely understood, the Seminoles. But what they met that day wasn't a retreating band of warriors. It was a trap. Hidden behind thick reeds, the Seminoles waited. Led by the brilliant war chief Alligator and the fierce leader Cocucci, they had turned the swamp itself into a weapon. When the soldiers charged, the marsh swallowed their boots, the mud jammed their muskets, and the air exploded with gunfire. The U.S. had 1,000 men, the Seminoles barely 380. But the smaller force fought with precision, striking from cover and vanishing into the water. For 3 brutal hours, chaos reigned. Horses screamed. Smoke hung over the marsh like a curse, and when it was over, Taylor claimed victory. Yet nearly half his men were dead or wounded. The Seminoles melted away, undefeated, still free. Here's the twist. The U.S. government called it a win, but historians quietly admit it was one of the worst military embarrassments of the Second Seminole War. The battle was so costly, so haunting, that it was buried in the footnotes of history books. Few realize this swampy showdown was one of the biggest native victories against U.S. forces in the 1800s. The Seminoles never surrendered, and to this day they remain the only tribe in America never conquered by the U.S. military. So the next time you hear about forgotten wars, remember this one. The Battle of Okeechobee wasn't lost. It was erased. The Seminoles never surrendered, and their story still whispers through the swamps of Florida.